Will this Bitcoin swipe start the next major move towards the upside for Bitcoin, like we have seen in 2025 April, where the bottom was set after a major swipe? Every single top in this market has been set with a really big swipe towards the upside. Bitcoin likes to take everyone out of the market before the next major move towards the upside. Right now we are seeing that signal, but do we need to stay bearish or will we get some bullish momentum after this swipe? We are seeing a really nice trade setup that I have been sharing yesterday in my daily update videos unfold exactly as predicted. We will dive into that and new opportunities in the market in today's video. But first of all, I would really appreciate you guys to follow me over on X to never miss something throughout the day in crypto. And of course, I would really appreciate you guys to subscribe over on my YouTube channel and like this daily update video if you love those updates. And let's dive right away into the charts now. Because what we can see is that Bitcoin likes to swipe a high or a low before the next major move towards the upside. And I'm gonna talk exactly about what we are seeing right now and why this is so important for Bitcoin to swipe either a low or a high before a move towards the upside or towards the downside. Right over here, we saw it with the top we have been creating in end of 2024 and the start of 2025. Bitcoin set a high and swiped it afterwards. Also, this is a double top pattern, but why is this so important that this wick was getting above this wick? That is because people were shorting this top, which is pretty normal around those prices, and they are putting their stop losses above the high. People are anticipating and trading above those highs. And what does that mean? That if the price pumps back above that high, people are getting stopped out of their positions. And with that, the next move towards the downside start. So please keep in mind that if people are putting orders in right here, if you look from an institution perspective, they cannot buy at this wick their entire position. So what they are doing, they are scaling into massive position for this down move. If they can take all the stop losses out above this high, they can take every single order of that stop loss back in their position, and with that they can start to move towards the downside. And that is why it's so important to see a swipe towards the upside for a good top and a swipe towards the downside for a good bottom. Because look at what we saw in March 2025. We were in an interesting level in the market. What were people doing? People were longing Bitcoin towards the upside. So what does the trade look like? It was probably something like this. And what does this mean? That if the price was going up from this point, everyone was in a winning position. And as we all know in the markets here, that is that not everyone can win in the market, and that is exactly what they did, because they swiped the low to take everyone out of their positions and to just scoop up their stop loss orders back into their buy orders, and after that the move started. Then this was not the only time we were seeing this, because at the recent top around October, September, we were seeing the exact same thing. We created a high, we swiped that high towards the upside, and after that the major move towards the downside started. So what we could see is that if we look trend and structure wise, we broke this low towards the downside, and that means that people are looking for a short towards the downside. If the short looked something like this, with the stop loss above those highs, people were making money towards the downside all the way here. So what does the price do? They pump above it to take every stop loss out, and nobody was in a position anymore. And that was the exact moment that institutions scaled in their major positions to dump the Bitcoin price towards the $80,000 we are seeing right now. And this is fine, but also on the lower side, it's really important to swipe, like we have seen before right over here. And what we can see is that Bitcoin swiped this low right now. So what is this saying towards us that everyone who was long in the market from either this point in the range, who put their stop loss below this low, is getting stopped out right now. To be really honest, for my opinion, this swipe isn't big enough, so I think we could drop a little bit more below this low, because I don't think everyone is out of the market yet, so it is possible to dump a little bit more towards the downside. But I'm anticipating on a move from off this swipe towards the downside. People are out of their position. That is exactly what market makers and institutions want. And I think a relief rally towards the upside is inevitable there for Bitcoin. Of course, first, we need to see that the relief rally will happen towards either a $100,000 Bitcoin, but with this swipe, the next move is here to come for Bitcoin. Of course, we really want to see buy momentum coming in like we have seen right here and not a real drop further towards the downside. If we break those lows with a candle open and a close, we're just losing the low and there is nothing bullish about Bitcoin right then. Yesterday, we predicted this down move perfectly here. Please, if you don't believe me, just watch the video back of yesterday, because I was talking about this perfect short. And the most beautiful thing is we got hit with on the dollar here and I didn't move anything in this trade. If you don't believe me, just watch the daily update video of yesterday back and you can see that this trade I've been calling perfectly here live, completely for free, and this trade was running with a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio if you took profits of this low and also the swipe we've been talking about. Right here, if you still in that trade, you could trade it further towards the downside, of course, but I took some profits of my trade right at this low here, and that's exactly what I would advise to you too, or just even put your stop loss at break even, because we were in a perfect winning position here and we have been calling the market perfectly here. Even if Bitcoin is going down, we're just making a lot of money in the market here. So this is also my thing here to say is please make sure to follow me over on X and to subscribe over on my YouTube channel, because this trade yesterday I literally talked about in my daily update video. And if you subscribed on my channel, you wouldn't miss anything in the market here. This is the exact trade. Look how perfect it played out. It was the exact same level, and we have been talking about this trade in yesterday's video. So if you're not subscribed yet, please make sure to do so, because you're literally missing out of trades that hit a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio within a day, and you're missing out about a big amount of profits to be made in the market. Also, if you want to join my free trading community with the first link in the description, you will never miss something in crypto ever again. So not either trades or some very important news. So please make sure to do so, because we are crushing the market. Right now, to be really fair, it is Saturday. I'm not trading on Sunday because I think Sunday will be very volatile and we will be preparing for the next weeks. So for now, I'm just letting the price do something right over here and give me a little bit more information before I hop in the next trade. For tomorrow, there will be more information and I will talk about the next major opportunity in the market. If you want to trade those moves by yourself, please make sure to sign up through your favorite exchange through the link in the description, either on BTCC or either on Bluefin. Those are the best exchanges possible, and it is really important that if you trade by yourself, that your funds are safe, that the liquidity is really good. So please make sure to sign up on BTCC or Bluefin through the link in the description, and you will have the best trading circumstances out there. And I'm giving you the best trading setups in the market, so that is the perfect combination to make a lot of money in either this downwards movement market for Bitcoin. If you look at some on-chain data, what we can see is that Glassnode data shows us that long-term Bitcoin holders sold approximately 150,000 Bitcoin over the last 30 days. And this is at a really rapid pace. To be really fair, this is not really good for Bitcoin. And this is not real panic selling. What we will tend to see, which is capitulation, and capitulation unless we're not in a big trade, is not really bad for the market because we're just shaking everyone out. But this is just really structured selling, really structured profit taking, and this is not really good to see, to be really honest. So we need to see this chart getting turned bullish once again, and we need to see that the long-term holders are accumulating once again over on Bitcoin, because for now it is too fragile to really long Bitcoin for the longer time frame towards the upside. Ending with that, I would really appreciate you guys to follow me over on X and to subscribe over on my YouTube channel if you never want to miss trades like we have been talking about in this video. And I will see you tomorrow by a brand new Crypto Daily Update video.